the skipper of your Oakland Athletics. Mark Kotsay for the Mark Kotsay Show the last time during the 2022 season, brought to you by Nest Betting.
Nest Betting, Townie.
Check out their location, Albany and New York, or go online, nestbetting.com, for your mattress, your sheets, your pillows. And if your kid's going to USC, how's your daughter liking the mattress?
You know, she loves it, Townie. It's amazing. Not only the mattress, the comforter, the sheets, the pillows.
I don't even have all that.
Well, you didn't negotiate very well then.
That's true. That's why he's Mark Kotsay and I'm the guy sitting here. Actually, a caller last night on the postgame show was comparing us, and I said, well, I mean, if you want to switch jobs and paychecks, I'm willing to do that with you.
You are?
Yeah.
You want to sit in that seat?
And you could do this.
Okay.
And talk to the callers after the game. Hey, for you, this is the last day, your first season. Just, I'm sure there was emotion driving here today. These kids mean so much to you. What were you thinking about with this last game?
Well, I woke up at 5:45 and just couldn't sleep, excited about, this day, not just for our club, but for Stephen Vogt as well. I remember my last game in the big leagues, in San Francisco as a visiting player, but my home game in San Diego was pretty emotional. I think that's going to happen today for Stephen, but for me, the season coming to an end, kind of bittersweet. I've really enjoyed this opportunity to manage this ball club, and really proud of the way that the club has just continued to fight, continue to work. No one is satisfied with the record, but no one has quit, and I think that came across very clearly in game 160. With us down 4 runs in the 8th inning, and we didn't fold the tent up. And if you look back in the dugout in that 8th inning, you saw 20-plus guys on this top step that were right next to in battle behind their teammates. And, that showed the fight that we talk about and the culture that we've created, and we're going to continue to do that next year.
And I'll tell you a guy that when he gets on first base and he's done something and he's looking back in the dugout and he's super emotional, or he made that play in center field last night on Ohtani, super emotional, and really just has become the leader of your team. And someone steps up. It's just the way it always works on teams and with human beings. Someone's going to rise to the occasion. That's Seth Brown.
It really is.
He's become your guy.
He really has, and really proud of Seth, the maturation process for him. He's had his times this year where, he's felt like, his season wasn't successful, that he was struggling through some adversity at the plate, and it's just so great to see him finishing off this year the way that, we expected and that we knew he could go out and perform and lead this group.
When you're saying goodbye to these guys, I mean, I had it here. Everybody. Oakland doesn't have a single player with a guaranteed contract for 2023. It's a wide open slate. What the team could look like is kind of fascinating for next year and spring training. The amount of guys, new guys, maybe old guys. What are you telling these players? The message as they head off into the offseason?
I was loud and clear yesterday. We had a discussion about obviously what we've done this year, how we've grown, and the expectation level for next year in terms of the preparation, right? And it was built off yesterday's or the night before's game in terms of, just the transitional from the guys that are on the roster that won't be here, the guys in the room that should be here, and the guys in the room that, need to continue this culture. And that's that grit, right? We talk about this long-term perseverance, this commitment to a goal, right? And it starts now. And it starts in their training for this offseason. So like you said, no guaranteed contracts, 33 rookies, 64 players, I think, or more.
64.
And just the focus has to be, we're going to come out next year. We're going to continue to incrementally and get better, but with the expectation to win.
Great leaders, their team will take on their personality. And when you see this fight to the end and kind of that toughness, like, yeah, whatever the season's been like, we're fighting. How much do you see your team? How much do you see you?
It's hard to ever see you, but proud of what they're doing, proud of the work. It's awesome. You talked to our strength coach, Josh Cuffey, and over the last 6 weeks, really, these young guys that are here that are part of our future, you can see them kind of assimilate together and start to enjoy the routines and enjoy the work that they put in. And it starts from basically the training room to the weight room, the warm-up routines. And as you can see, I mean, I don't know if the viewers can see, but it's day 162.
Yeah.
We're working. And it's the group that needs to be working, the young guys. And we're not going to stop. I mean, we're just not going to stop.
Could a guy that doesn't work play for you?
Probably not. It's not in the DNA. And that's been established. It was established in spring training how much we worked. And you know what? We're not going to stop until we accomplish what we want, and that's a championship. And we talked about that yesterday. We talked about, standing on that field, watching a team in our division celebrate, and that's where we want to be.
We had David Forrest mention this on this program about you being unique from a standpoint of reaching out at the lower levels. A lot of times, these guys will never even see the manager, right? I'm sure you played with a bunch of guys in the minor leagues who never had any interaction with the manager. You're making sure that you're going all the way to the bottom of the organization to reach out to these guys. Why are you doing that?
That's where the future is. And that's, in order for them to understand that, they need to know that I'm connected with them. They need to know that I'm going to hold them accountable, and that there is a path for their success to get to the major leagues. Really painting that picture for them clearly. We've done that this year. We've given a Jordan Diaz, a 22-year-old who, 3 years ago was in A-ball, a chance, an opportunity that he's seizing right now.
Yeah.
And so the Denzel Clarks, the Tyler Soderstroms, the Geloffs, and then these young pitchers as well, the Cusick, the Ginn, the Miller, they need to understand that they're part of this process. They're going to be part of this success in this future as long as they go about it the right way. And I'll be out at the Fall League October 17th, 18th, 19th to go send that message directly. I've done it over the phone.
Yes.
We've connected over the phone. They've heard the messages. I get the progress reports and the strength and agility and, monthly, check-in reports. And I've picked up the phone and made sure they know that it was unsatisfactory to a certain extent when it is. So, that to me, it's important because it's, they know that they're not going to walk here because of their talents. They're going to get it because they've earned it and they've worked too.
Is there anything in your first year that you look back and go, wow, I didn't see that. I didn't know that was coming.
The Friday morning interview.
You set that time. You set that time, which we appreciated. We knew every Friday morning.
I don't think you can ever understand the magnitude of the position. I don't feel like, even though we've lost 102 games to this point, that the season is dragged along. There's not that feeling of, wow, this is a slow August, or, it's just gone. And I wish we had more time. I wish we had more time with them. And so I think that in itself, I didn't understand that it would just be gone that quick.
Yeah, first year in the books. By the way, winter meetings in San Diego. We're going to be in your backyard. We're coming down.
Outstanding. I can't wait. We're going to be there. It'll be an exciting time. I think that's when they're going to do the lottery to see who gets the first pick in the draft. you know,
It's
and
weird. It's like
with the system
NBA-ish.
changing, you know, I mean,
do you have a chance to draft Michael Jordan or not?
Yeah, you get a 16.6% chance if you finish in the bottom 6, which unfortunately that's where we're at. But you know, it does present an opportunity to draft, and you know, we'll be there in San Diego, and it should be exciting winter meetings.
Well, we want to say thank you. You know, A's Cast has been a big year for us. Went over 5 million downloads. We're #1 in baseball. And whether you've been on the staff or now manager, you've always been so great to us. And you're so honest and real. And I know the fans truly appreciate that. And I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for us this year. It's been fantastic and can't wait for next year. And you know, you think about like on a day like this where you're like, last day. It's like, I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking to see the growth and what happens, because if you do things the right way and people do things the right way, it's amazing how fast things change.
That's the goal, Tony. That's the goal, to change this thing, get it turned around as fast as possible. And, you know, I'll look forward to our Friday morning.
You're not going to miss us Friday morning. When I'm texting you Friday, you're not going to miss that.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Great
Thanks,
stuff.
Buddy. Okay.